何？
Hello, welcome to Set for Smash Moveset Concept, and today I want to talk about two of my favorite characters from one of my favorite games on the Switch, Rex and Pyra, and how they would work for Super Smash Bros. Rex and Pyra first originated in 2017 in the game Xenoblade Chronicles 2, a sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Rex is a salvager who comes across the legendary blade, the Aegis, who happens to be Pyra, and together with other blades and drivers, they must head to Elysium. That's all I can say really for the plot because honestly, I don't want to spoil the game. You should try it out for yourself. Also, get the Torna DLC. To better get the details on how Rex is going to be designed in Smash Bros., I'll be using a comparison to Rex as Shulk will be designed as a pseudo-clone, similar to Isabelle and Villager and Mario and Luigi. With the difference being, Rex is actually shorter than Shulk, with Pyra actually having Shulk's same height. Rex will actually be somewhat faster than Shulk, as well as his attacks and smash power will be at least stronger. This is because Rex does not have the art ability just like Shulk. He actually has something very unique. There will be some similarities such as the same jumping height as well as some moves I'll be going to detail later on in the video. The series symbol is obviously the Xenoblade Chronicles symbol. I was thinking it should be a unique symbol, but I want to keep these guys connected to the canonical games. When Rex enters a stage, he'll actually come from above the stage. This is a reference to how Rex always comes out of a salvaging mission. For Rex's taunts, there'll be actually two unique taunts, one for Rex and one for Pyra. Just like Lil Mac with Doc Lewis, it'll either be Rex or the rare occasion Pyra saying the taunt, as Pyra will be in the background of the stage. More on that later. For the first taunt, Rex will raise his fist in the air and say, "Ready for action!" while Pyra will shout out,
"You can do it, Rex!" For
the second taunt, Azurda will actually come out of the helmet and say a few things to Rex.
Stay on your guard!
For the third taunt, Rex will actually bring out the Aegis Blade, his main weapon in the game, and say,
"Let's show him a thing or three!"
Or Rex will do the animation and Pyra say,
"We can do this together!"
The victory theme is actually the battle music, Battle. Rex and Pyra's ability is their affinity. As mentioned before, Pyra will be in the background similar to Pokemon Trainer. Depending on how close or how far you are from Pyra with Rex, Rex's attacks will actually have high damage or high knockback depending on the move. So the farther away from you are from Pyra, the less damage you'll do. The longer you are closer to Pyra, the more stronger you'll become, on par with Shulk having full Buster and Smash mode. But if you're too far from Pyra, Rex's power will be similar to default Shulk. For Rex's costumes, his first one will be his default design with Rex and Pyra. Color design 2 will be based off Nia and Dromock. Palette 3 will be based off Tora and Poppy. The fourth one is Morag and Brigid. The fifth one is Zeke and Pandoria. The sixth one is Adam and Mithra. The seventh one is a unique costume with Rex in his swimsuit attire and Pyra in her swimsuit attire. The final one is Rex in a white armor, while Pyra is with light green hair and also white armor. I'd go into more detail about this, but that's spoiler territory. Sakurai did this for Byleth as well. For the victory animations, Rex will put his blade away and look at the camera. Rex will say,
"Yeah! No one can stop us now!"
Or on occasion, Pyra will say,
"I wield this power to protect those I love!"
The second victory animation, Rex takes out his blade and poses. Rex will say,
"I think there's room for improvement, don't you?"
And Pyra will say,
"I hope my fire can live up to yours!"
And for the final victory animation, Rex and Pyra will both be looking away from the camera, looking beyond in the background. This is actually a reference to the game menu. Rex will actually have a unique dialogue where he'll say, "I'll take you to Elysium, Pyra. Salvage is honor." And Pyra will say,
"The world is so beautiful."
Moving on to standard attacks, let's talk about, well, his standard attack. Rex will start off his attack with a left punch, the one that has the anchor shot arm. Then he'll bring out the Aegis Blade with a one-handed swing, ending it with a two-handed swing. His dash attack is a downward sword slash, similar to this animation. His side tilt is a similar sword slash to Shulk. His up tilt is also similar to Shulk. The down tilt is actually unique as it's a downward kick. Believe it or not, the boots that he wears also have cleats in them for heavy attacking, meaning this will have some high damage to them. Standard aerial will be similar to Shulk's, only stronger since it'll be double-handed. His forward aerial, just like his standard aerial, it'll be similar to Shulk's, only two-handed. The back aerial is actually a back kick, and if you can actually sweet spot it, you can actually do high damage on the heel. The up aerial will be similar to Shulk's as well as the down aerial. For Rex's grab, he'll grab with only one hand and then do a knee jab. For his forward throw, Rex will do a one-handed slash. For his back throw, he'll actually do a spin kick. For his up throw, it'll actually be similar to Shulk's. And for his down throw, he will toss the enemy to the ground and do a two-handed hit stab downwards. For Rex's side smash, he'll actually do a similar animation to Shulk's. Only different being that it's on fire. His up smash is similar to Shulk's, only difference being that it has an explosive range of flames. His down smash is similar to Shulk's, only difference being it's actually stronger and will only do one spin around the stage. For the special attacks, I'm going to save the standard special for last at this moment. So I'm going to talk about the side special, which is the Anchor Shot. By pressing side B, you'll activate Anchor Shot automatically in front of you. This attack can grab items and pull them towards Rex, and he'll automatically pick them up. Similar to Rosalina's down special. If you catch an enemy, they will come straight to you, and Rex will automatically do his forward throw animation, as that's what that attack is based on. The Anchor Shot can also tether recover. Rex's up special, it's the double spinning edge. This is a mixture between Shulk's up B and Link's up B. As pressing B will have him jump up twice, but he'll do the spinning animation similar to Link's. It's not really that great for recovery though, but it is great against edge guarders. For Rex's down special, it's a little unique, as there are two versions of it, when he's on the ground and when he's in the air. When he's in the ground, it'll be the sword bash. With this move, Rex will actually charge up and then dash into enemies. Similar to Byleth's down B, there is no way to get out of this animation, but it can do some heavy damage. As for his down B in the air, it'll be the rolling smash, which is a combination of Zero Suit Samus and Bowser's down B. Rex will do an upward jump and then automatically slam down. This can cause a meteor and self-destruct, depending on how well you can use it. There's also a great way to get into a quick escape and then do a counterattack. And finally, I gotta talk about the standard special. Now, this moveset is called Rex and Pyra, yet Pyra really doesn't do anything besides give Rex affinity. This is somewhat of a continuation of the special ability, as affinity not only boosts your attack power, it'll also boost your standard special. And that's what this standard special is, Special Blade Arts. A meter is shown next to Rex and Pyra, the same one that is actually seen in the Xenoblade Chronicles games. It'll also have a little red bar going around it. This is actually the affinity meter. Depending on how close you are or far away from Pyra, this actually depends on how high your affinity will go up. If you're too far from Pyra, the affinity will go up 1% every second. If you're close to Pyra, the affinity will go up every 2% for every second. This isn't the only way to also boost affinity. All of Rex's attacks have a unique way of gaining affinity boost. They only work as the following. For starters, you have to successfully hit an enemy with an attack. If you hit him with a standard or aerial attack, your affinity will go up by 5%. If you hit a person with a smash attack, your affinity will go up by 10%. For pummels into a grab, it'll only do 2%, so that's not super broken. But throwing will give you an extra 5%. All special attacks, excluding the standard special, will give you a 25% boost to your affinity, with the difference being a double spinning edge having a more unique one, as the first hit will give you 10% and the second adding a 15%. Once when you have 100% affinity, it'll show a special number. It'll show numbers 1 through 4, and I'll be going into detail about which numbers do. The level 1 special art is Flame Nova. Pyra will appear and it will act like a vacuum, absorbing any characters who come close, and will do a small explosion. It has a bit of slow startup, but it does some good damage, and some good knockback. The level 2 is Prominence Revolt. Pyra will appear and then slam the blade into the ground, shooting it in a few pillars of flame. They're not powerful, but they definitely will do some good knockback. The level 3 is Blazing End. Pyra will then throw the Aegis Blade and it will spin to a circle, trapping foes into it. This one actually has the least amount of knockback, but does massive damage. And finally, the level 4, which is Burning Sword, the most powerful special art that Rex and Pyra could use. This is actually also their most powerful attack. They'll cleave all foes with a giant sword of flame that detonates on impact. Burning Sword also has a lot of height. It goes into a giant upward pillar, meaning it doesn't really have a good hit rate, but if you get caught in it, you're in a lot of trouble, as this can do damage and knockback on par with Roy's standard special at full power. But here's a good question. What would happen if you used your special art with no affinity? Well, you actually do a unique attack, and it's actually shown in the cutscenes of the game. It won't involve Pyra, but actually Rex. I'll be calling this move Flame Slash, as Rex will actually swing the blade, causing a projectile flame slash similar to Cloud's standard special coming at the foe. Note this is a projectile and characters can deflect it, so be careful. If you hit a character with this foe, this will also give Rex the 25% affinity boost. Rex and Pyra's final smash, another character appears. That character being Mythra. And a lot of people are probably going to be mad at me for saying this, but yes, Mythra would be the final smash. This actually makes a lot of sense though, however, as Mythra is the most powerful blade in the world. She is the Aegis. So how the final smash works is that she'll appear in front of Rex and do the Photon Slash attack. This can actually grab up to 3 opponents, sending them into a animation. And then Rex and Mythra will come together using their most powerful attack, Sacred Arrow, which will cause beams of light to shoot down on your foes. Now my thoughts on Rex and Pyra being a smash are actually very high, whether it's the new DLC Pack 2 since they announced an arms rep, or in the next game, as honestly, if Rex and Pyra don't even make it into the next Smash Brothers, that's going to be a shocker, as they've proven to be very popular characters to be chosen for the next representation. And honestly, I am super excited to see what that is like. Thank you all for watching Set for Smash. Don't forget to check out my last video on Chibi-Robo. And if you want to see more of my content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. You can also check out my other content like my Abridged series, Go No Go, and Angel Star. Thank you all so much for watching, and tune into the next character, who I think a lot of people will be mixed on.